I'm LP Master 6, if this is actually a new video, because last time most of that's probably going to be cut out. Either way, I promised that I would show you the next Moonstone evolution. And here it is. I could have used it on Nidorino or Nidorina. I decided Nidorino because he was first in my list there in the box. That is what Nidoking looks like. Very menacing stuff. Weird angle though. So last time, we ended up in the scary, dark rock tunnel without teaching anyone Flash. So what will we do? Well, we will talk to our good friend, Pikachu! And he doesn't actually do anything. But here, look at that cool transition. So I was thinking of a well-hidden secret that went undiscovered for 22 years, that Pikachu could light up the cave. I thought you just had to talk to Pikachu, but turns out it was, like, secret for 22 years, as I said. Of course, for a reason. Nobody discovered it because if you have Pikachu learn Thunderbolt or Thunder, a more powerful version of Thunder Shock and Thunderbolt, with much lower accuracy, but we'll get into that move once we learn it, Pikachu has a little cutscene where he temporarily lights up the cave, which is really cool. But as soon as you leave that screen, like to go to a different level of the cave, yeah, it's dark again. So that's not actually helpful at all. So you still want to use Flash. A blinding flash lights the area. And that's it. Simple as that. I'm going to go ahead and save. Yes, I taught it to Magnemite. And I put the HM back in the PC. So that is all covered. We will have Oscar join us for a while. We'll alternate between Oscar and Cheater. Alright, nothing there. I'm going to do a lot of cutting because I didn't buy repels. So I recommend you buy them. Most of the Pokemon in here, you can find Machop. Pokemon fight! Ready? Go! You can find, of course, Zubat and Geodude. Zubat and Geodude. I love that sprite. But you can also find Machop, whose encounter rate is a lot higher here than the 5% it is in Route 10. And one other Pokemon we have yet to catch, but that's only on the basement floor. Alright, we will go ahead and whip out... no, you know what? We will fight this Cubone. Is this the first time we're seeing a Cubone? Well, we'll use Pokey. Cubone is ground type, if we haven't seen it before. Either way, I don't think I've said that. Come on, we are so far in the game. You don't have to use Tail Whip on me. You can just beat me up. Come on, we need better moves. This is sad. Well, I guess it's not that sad. I forget we're 2 levels under that guy. We were just training Pokey. He was the baby until David joined the party. Speaking of, we're going to send him out temporarily to get some experience here. You know how this works. That back sprite is still jarring to me. Good stuff. I love Game Boy art. Alright, what are we fighting? I already forgot. I'm too enamored with the Machop back sprite. So I actually don't have anything interesting to say about Rock Tunnel. I got stuck here occasionally as a kid. Not because it's a hard dungeon, but because it's longer than any other dungeon yet. There are 15 trainers in this dungeon, and I will, of course, be fighting them all. And I just got pretty bored as a kid. Especially with the encounter rate so high. Because I believe it's the highest here that it has been anywhere yet. And I don't have that much to say. I'm excited to be getting through Rock Tunnel. We've got this. It is 7 p.m. on a Wednesday. Again, I'm supposed to be at work, but that's okay. I'd rather play Pokemon. Game over. Epic game reference, dude. Oh well, I'll get a Zubat as I go. You have fun, brother. Let's go. There are no hidden items in Rock Tunnel. It was very tempting to catch that level 21 Machop and just replace David with him and name him David 2 or something, because, I mean, that's just a free 2 levels that we don't have. But nope, I caught David. Sentimental value. We are going to keep him. We're going to train him. And that's that. I draw Pokemon when I'm home. Unavoidable battle! Time to defeat. Time for me to figure out how to commentate again. Because I did not do so well last time. I'm just gonna decimate you, buddy. I'm sorry. David won't get any experience. Can we please kill the level 25 Slowpoke in one hit? Yes. Oh, it's not as fun when it's a crit. Still satisfying, though. Whew! I'm exhausted. From what? I'm an artist, not a fighter. Okay. The Pokemaniacs are like super nerds, just more scary. Oh, there's actually no items in Rock Tunnel at all. So when you find a dead end, it's just a dead end. That's it. I don't often come here, but I will fight you. I don't know why that caught me off guard. So, I talked about what I've been playing last time. There's not been really much going on in my life. I'm planning a Christmas party. Got a good amount of people coming over for that. I had to cut the amount of people I normally invite, which made me sad. Had to exclude some friends just because it's a little overwhelming for my wife to have a bunch of people over. And people we haven't seen in ages are going to be there, and Gary's going to be there. Man, boy, am I excited. And Christmas is coming up before the Christmas party, actually. We're having the Christmas party the 27th. And I was about to tell you that Christmas is the 25th, as if everybody on the planet didn't know that. Of course, I mean, I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, but, I mean, I'm an atheist and I celebrate Christmas. So, I don't really view... I know that's mean to the people who are religious, Christian and religious. Not the ones that just say they're Christian and they don't actually care about God, who are more realistically agnostic. But I feel like Christmas isn't that much of a religious holiday anymore. It's so commercialized, and I feel like, you know, that's gotta suck for Christians. I love that Bulbasaur sprite so much. It's so good. Like, it's such a good depiction of Bulbasaur, who's a very important, amazing, wonderful Pokemon. But why hasn't he evolved yet? This woman is failing as a Pokemon trainer. Just kidding. That's what I always thought as a kid, but the anime will teach you otherwise. Especially for Ash's Bulbasaur, which never wants to evolve. Plus, Bulbasaur is way cuter than Ivysaur anyway. Everybody knows that. Ivysaur looks weird and grumpy. Maybe not so much grumpy as it does mischievous. No, not even that. I don't know how to describe it. Come on, please. I cannot believe the one fire type move. We are, you know, halfway to our final evolution and we still only have the weakest fire type move. Oh, I lost! I like tiny Pokemon. Big ones are too scary. That's right, because they're fucking monsters. As we've learned from the Pokédex. This is not good. I mean, we have a ton of items that I'm never honestly going to use, so I guess we'll just end up using them. Hey! Okay, I'm going to go ahead and correct my sentence. I guess we'll end up using them. I mean, I guess I'll just bite the bullet and use them, because I know I'm never actually going to use them. I am so scared Bubble is going to kill Onix in one hit. Let's see. I'm a failure of a fan, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure fighting's perfectly okay against rock or ground, right? I hope not super effective. Yeah, okay, not very effective. That sucks. We will... let's do the Leech Seed strategy. Oh, and I guess we can poison it, too. That'd be nice. But this is the only Pokemon we have to catch in all of Rock Tunnel. So that's great. I'm sorry the commentary is lacking. I honestly planned for this series to have so many neat Pokemon facts that I wouldn't have anything else to say. But I underestimated how much is in this game. I can't complain about talking about myself. I love talking about myself. I just don't have anything to say right now. This was actually a terrible idea. Because Onyx has quite a low catch rate, and we don't have any great balls. I always save a great ball for Onyx, but you know what? Pretty sure he's dead. Please. Survive. Oh no. Okay, we're not doing that anymore. That's obnoxious. Waste of a Pokeball. Oh well. We will press on and on and on. Do you know about costume players? I'm gonna go ahead and leave this in. I need to get back in the groove of commentating. What else have I been playing lately? Mario Party 1 and 2, I already said that. The DLC for Mario Kart. That's great. I'm excited about that. Why are we seeing all the starters in here all of a sudden? I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty cool. Man, we can kill... Oh, Pikachu can kill almost anything in one hit. It's so great. Oh, and then the Mega Punch. Use the Mega Punch! That's a line from the anime. I can't remember what episode, but I watched it not that long ago. I guess I could talk about the anime and the manga, since I don't have anything to talk about of my own. I would recommend watching the anime. Seasons 1 and 2, which follow Generation 1 with a little bit of filler that I honestly like more than the actual stuff that semi-follows the games. I feel like they're very good anime. Of course, the anime slowly goes downhill and then apparently rises back up, but I never got to that point. I never got past Generation 4, which I've seen all of. And I intend to get there eventually. For some reason, I thought I was about to catch this guy, and I was about to try not to kill him. Not like Pokey could kill anybody in one hit. Jeez. But the manga is actually really close, according to Satoshi Tajiri, to the original envisioning of the games. They use a lot of early concept designs in the manga, and it's a little dark, a little too villain heavy, and but it's really good, really neat stuff. The plots are good. The manga does nothing but get better as it goes, honestly, from what I read of it. I read the first 4 generations again. Costume players dress up as Pokemon for fun. I mean, cosplayers? Did cosplay as a term not exist yet? I want to know. I want to look this up now, but I'm in the middle of recording a video, so anybody feel free to look this up. Ooh, we have options. Oh, come on. My Pokemon techniques will leave you crying. In mountains, you'll often find rock-type Pokemon. Thanks! I had no idea. Also, why do we never get to hike? We just go through caves. It'd be fun to hike. I know you couldn't really do that on the Game Boy. Hit me with your best shot! So I'm going to leave this guy in because I love this guy. Just for the Pat Benatar. Okay, I can't say the Pat Benatar like I have any other ideas of any single Pat Benatar song outside of... That's Machop. Outside of Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Like anybody else I know has any idea, except maybe my parents. Probably maybe just my dad, but I doubt it. Yeah, we'll go with Char. Could have gone with Fabric there, but Fabric is the head honcho. I want everybody else to get a little bit of experience. Ooh, but this is risky because we run a... What is it? Okay, it's been so long since I've ever had to calculate probability for anything at all that I don't know what it would be. Because it rolls a 25% chance twice if we use Dig. Okay, I've got to make sure we don't actually die here. Does that kill you? Yes, thank you. Good job, David! Just like in real life, David is growing and learning new things about life. Shout out to my friend David. Good job. Alright, you can easily take down an Onyx Pokey, right? I mean, you've done it before, but I never know. You continue to disappoint me with your pathetic moves. We've got to teach our Pokemon better moves. Our only two really good Pokemon right now are Fabric and Char. And Char's only good because of Dig. Alright, steady levels here. Fired away! That's why I wanted to leave in this fight. I'll raise my Pokemon to beat yours, kid. Thank you for making it entirely boring. We were having a good time. So you can hit me with your best shot. I'm trying to remember any of the other lyrics. As a matter of fact, I remember specifically the day I downloaded that song onto my MP3 player or iPod. It was my iPod Touch. In 2011, I was playing through the remakes of these games. Okay, now another hiker we're going to swap out again. Jeez. And I'll finish my story first. And there was this TV movie on Nickelodeon starring Victoria Justice, and I remember thinking it was an okay movie, and I was playing through Rock Tunnel, and I was like, you know, I've got to download that song. And at the end of that Nickelodeon movie, Baby One More Time by Britney Spears was on, and I thought, oh man, these songs are both women singing about being hit. Not literally hit, like physically, but... So I downloaded them both. For the record, I wasn't a Britney Spears fan. Watch for Onyx! It can put the squeeze on you like Eugene Toombs. Jeez. Alright, Fabric, you can go back in the front here. I'm still going to hold off on healing Char, because he's high enough level as it is. Oh, I was talking about being a Britney Spears fan. I will gladly tolerate some of her songs, specifically Toxic. Now that instrumental is just a jam, and the melody is so catchy. I mean, it's one of those ironic songs, but at what point is it irony, and when does it matter? So, just to clarify, you know. Also, to clarify, when I said the manga earlier, I was talking about Pokemon Adventures. There's tons of Pokemon manga, but only Pokemon Adventures is the one I'm talking about. Ease up! What am I doing? Which way is out? I love the idea that we're the bad guy in some of these scenarios. That sleeping Pokemon on Route 12 forced me to take this detour. You're a hiker. Isn't your whole purpose to take this detour? You see Rock Tunnel and you're like, I have to hike. Oh, another optional trainer. What the hell? Outsiders like you need to show me some respect. What does that even mean? Does he live here? We are seeing a new Pokemon. This is Graveler, the evolution of Geodude. Cool design, I feel like. Just extra arms, bigger rock. With that little rock, those rock indents that look like hair. That's pretty cool. Oh my god, a new move. Finally. Okay, let's get rid of... Tackle. I mean, Bite is just a better tackle. It has a chance of making the opponent flinch, which wastes their turn. I can't remember how much power Bite is, but it's way better than Tackle. I give! Like, okay, is this your turf or something? You're talented enough to hike. Their measures of, like, acceptability for anything in this world are way off. Oh. I'm going to save every single time that we move floors because I want to make sure I can get Onyx. If I do not get Onyx, I will be rather sad. Okay, if there's a trainer there, then what is up here? Nothing! Perfect place to put something. There's nothing there at all. Oh well. I could ride my bike through here, but then we wouldn't get the aesthetically accurate cave music. Hikers leave twigs as trail markers. Cool. And I used to think as a kid that riding your bike increased wild encounter rates. It doesn't. It just makes you walk faster, so you're going to encounter Pokemon faster. It took me years to figure that out. I was not the brightest kid. But I had good times with these games nonetheless, using one Pokemon. I would fight every trainer in the game and finish the game in 21 hours, which I can still do even if I don't use one Pokemon. It just takes a little bit longer. So I'm excited to see how quickly we can beat the game now. Not that I'm going to rush it or anything. Obviously, my playtime is skewed from all the sitting here, setting up the recording and stuff. Usually when I play games, I'm kind of anal if I know it's tracking the playtime. Like, I won't leave it idle because I want to know the accurate number. It's like I listen to stuff in a very specific order on Spotify now, ever since I first found out about Spotify Wrapped and how it tallies all of that up at the end. Statistics are not good for my brain. Everyone is dying. Except Pokey, because I've used 2 super potions now in this entire playthrough. Can you believe it? I guess let's try out Bite. We got a new move. We haven't used it. We still haven't used Low Kick with Machop, but we haven't had anything, you know, he can easily fight. Of course, he could probably take down this Meowth, but too late. I already sent out Pokey, so oh well. Let's see, which one does more damage? Hopefully Water Gun? Wow, okay, about the same. That's how pathetic Water Gun is as a move, because I know Pokey's special is higher than its attack. Maybe. Based on that, I'm not so sure. Oh, I did my best! For $20. Haha. I'm gonna high five this girl. I wanna go home. I'm sorry. This game makes me feel badly for beating everybody up. Oh, not complaining. No more complaining. It is now time to make it all clear, to write off lines that don't make sense. Alright, we're going to poison you and not leech seed you. I think that's the best course of action. It's still risky, but ground type Pokemon can't be paralyzed. Or, well, it's not that they can't be paralyzed. They can. I believe we've seen it happen in this playthrough, even if I did cut it out. I'm scared my Body Slam will still destroy you, but let's find out. No, okay, great. You do have high defense, that's something. This is still risky. Alright, but Leech Seed does not make the catch rate higher, and Poison does. I guess we'll start throwing balls. We only have 5. Please, if we could catch Mew with no problem, can we please catch the Onix with no problem? Please. Dugtrio and Onix. And actually, I don't know if I've ever had a problem trying to catch Mew. But Dugtrio and Onix are always the first Pokemon in the game that frustrate me to catch. The catch rates just get higher and higher from here on out. Lower and lower, not higher and higher. Whew, okay, we are all good until we find a new Mart. I mean, we don't have any more Pokemon to catch before we get to a new Mart. That's what I meant. The Rock Snake Pokemon burrows at high speed in search of food. The tunnels it leaves are used as homes by Digletts. 463 pounds. That's insane. Let's go ahead and name you Brock. Because why not? Who doesn't associate Onix with Brock? I think everybody does. At least anybody who's played these games. Any of the early games. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and save. Sorry, I keep getting distracted by my phone. My brain's all over the place. I have trauma from Rock Tunnel as a kid. It just bored the hell out of me. I can appreciate it now. It's not a bad dungeon at all. In fact, for a completionist, it's pretty easy. It's kind of a dick move because it's a basic maze with nothing at the dead ends. But it's about time for a 15-trainer dungeon, right? I mean, I feel like it is. Nothing up here? Nope, of course not. And there's no items, no hidden items, just dead ends and trainers to go through. You can avoid at least half the trainers, right? I think so. I don't know if we can avoid this guy. I guess I can try it. Of course! Now, I'm making it sound like the encounter rate is such a bad, awful, annoying thing. Can you beat my power? Oh, this generic NPC dialogue's hilarious. Dialogues? Dialogue apostrophe S. Is that pronounced dialogues still? Oh god. Yes. Why wouldn't it be? I'm going insane. It's Rock Tunnel, I'm telling you. It's also the fact it's 7:30 p.m. and I have to pee. Pokey, yeah, keep getting more experience. Why not? You gotta match up with the other starters here. You're lagging behind, buddy. As a kid, I could not stand the encounter rates in caves, and people, of course, complained about it a lot back in the day. But, I mean, there's repels for that. It's an in-game mechanic. I mean, that's in a lot of RPGs. That was in Earthbound Beginnings. You had the repel ring, which, you know, of course, I'd like to think later became repels in Pokemon. Of course, none of the developers there were the same, but there are actually a lot of similarities between Earthbound Beginnings and the first generation of Pokemon that we haven't really encountered yet. But I'll point out those similarities once we see them. Aside from the obvious, you're a kid, starts out in a small town, randomly goes on a journey, and, you know, the typical Nintendo-esque RPG thing there. Except instead of being a satirical, funny game this time, I mean, the game still has humor. This game's not heartless. It's a more imaginative world, which is cool. I still prefer Earthbound, to be perfectly honest. In case you couldn't tell, because that was my favorite game of all time. And honestly, I think I like Earthbound Beginnings better than Pokemon Yellow, as weird as that is. The remakes of this, no, I definitely prefer those over Earthbound Beginnings. I go for power because I hate thinking. Poor guy. I'm more of a genius kind of guy myself. Oh! I didn't expect somebody to be up here. You have a Pokédex? I want one too! When you finish your Pokédex, can I have it? Maybe if you catch more than just Slowpoke, I mean, you'd be better off. But for some reason, half the Pokemaniacs in here just have Slowpoke. I know I'm frustrating the hell out of my future self because this editing is going to be a nightmare. And most of it's just for, like, seeing, oh, is this really just a dead end? Oh, an avoidable battle. Cool, glad I know. For some reason, when I do a lot of cutting, I don't know why half the sentences that come out of my mouth come out of my mouth. Glad I know. Eek! Don't try anything funny in the dark. I just realized Karate Chop is a normal attack? I feel like I realized this earlier, but what? Why? Why is that a normal attack? That has a fighting all over it. That's more than double. Okay, that was a 5-time slap. This battle is frustrating. Future me, don't forget to leave in where Char got locked into being attacked by that Bellsprout like 15 turns in a row. Jesus Christ. It was too dark. I don't trust Red. If I saw Red coming at me in the dark, I'd assume he'd grope me too. Good for you. You just did. I have one. So, looking at our Pokemon, this is not looking good. I guess we'll heal up. We'll heal up Bulby? So we gotta heal up somebody. I mean, we have so many items for healing, but I want to hoard them all. I can't help it. That's who I am. Yeah, I'm just gonna heal Bulby for now. I think that's the smart move. We'll heal David. I want him to get more experience, so don't want him to die. Wait, what do you say? Oh, that's right. Can we avoid your fight? Yes, we can. You have Pokemon. Let's start. Oh my god. I completely forgot about that. If you send Pikachu out while it's asleep, she'll snore. She'll snore. Okay, well, I guess my Pikachu is female. We'll never officially know, though. But, I meant Akue Otani. Ikue. Not Ikue. What is wrong with me? Look at this back sprite. Oh, because we'll probably never see this again. This is a strategy I like to do quite a bit. I don't want to waste my turn letting somebody else that I actually care about take damage, so I will let the 6th member of the team take damage for me. Let's see what he can do, though. Let's use Flash. Just accuracy, that's it. Oh no, this is going to go on forever. Meanwhile, David can one-shot level 19 Rattata now, so that's awesome. He's already one-shotting things. Pokey still can't one-shot anything. Whew, I'm all sweaty now. I'm ready to get out of this place. These people are telling me all about themselves, things that Red probably does not want to know. Me, I'm nosy. Personally, I guess if I am the player, then I do want to know everything. That's why I talk to everybody. Sure, I'll leave things be. I spend way too long sitting in that status menu. Future me, just make all that easier on yourself. Don't cut anything out of that part. Just speed up the whole thing by like 8 so you still see me walk over here. Oh, that's right. I'm going to keep talking because this is a required battle. There are a shocking amount of these in here. I guess there's not much else to dungeons, you know. But this dungeon is actually pretty fun. There's a largely varying amount of Pokemon here, a large variety of Pokemon to fight, I mean. There's not that much to catch. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a little maze. The wild Pokemon aren't really a challenge, and they're a little annoying, but, I mean, it's not a big deal. And this is a good place to train. Pretty much all the dungeons from this point onward have a decent amount of trainers, and I'm going to be honest and warn you now. Most of them have the same type of trainer with the same type of Pokemon inside. I mean, there's exceptions, of course, but the dungeons get a little repetitive and boring, especially when the songs are always the same. You just hear 2 songs over and over, 3 if there are wild Pokemon. And you hear the dungeon theme that you're in that you've probably heard before, and you hear the trainer battle theme and the wild battle theme, and that's it. And it's still fun, it's just a little repetitive and boring. Things can be both fun and boring, right? I think so. Oh man, I've got to pee so badly, but I've told myself I'm not going to pee until I get out of Rock Tunnel. I knew I could feel it, I could sense he was going to grow a level there. I knew David wasn't going to grow a level. I got a good 6th sense for these things. Alright, you need more experience. Maybe you'll grow... Maybe you'll grow a level this time. Rock Tunnel is killing my brain. I don't know why. It's like, it takes me back to being 10 years old. I can think of so many specific occasions where I was playing through Rock Tunnel. One time we were at this... What is it called? An air show where planes fly around, and I was a kid. And my parents thought it was so cool, and we waited in traffic for so long. I didn't really see anything because a bunch of stuff was in the way, but I just played through Rock Tunnel. My parents didn't notice I was just playing Pokemon and not looking up at all. You looked cute and harmless. Thanks. I mean, I wouldn't take offense to that. I mean, Red just got called cute. That's a compliment. Even if he's not interested, I mean, it's good to know where you stand, right? You know, the general consensus of how you look. Rock Tunnel, Cerulean City to Lavender Town. And that's it. We fought everybody and we are outside. But there are still more trainers. That's right. Not too many more. Rock Tunnel. Thanks. I'm feeling a bit faint from this tough hike. You can actually avoid all the trainers out here. The Pokemon here are so chunky. There should be a pink one with a floral pattern. Interesting. And we have a hiker. David will not be great for that, but we will keep using Pokey, who's already level 25. That's great. Good job, buddy. Can we get a round of applause? Ha! 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 Aha! Worst rendition of that text ever. Ha ha ha! Not laughing. Hay fever! Ha ha ha! Choo! I had no idea what hay fever was as a kid. It's funny because I'm allergic to hay. Hay fever is essentially severe seasonal allergies. I got sent to the doctor for that over 100 times when I was a kid. Maybe not over 100 times, but a whole bunch. That makes me more sick than anything else. Like when my wife got me sick, like 2 weeks ago, that was nothing. My allergies, though, will leave me in bed for days. Ooh. Tall building? See, we could skip these 2 last trainers, or 3 last trainers, and just go down to town, but I'm not wussing out. Hi, kid. Want to see my Pokemon? Now, this guy shocked me at first by sending out a Cubone instead of a Slowpoke, but then he sent out a Slowpoke. Of course. I don't like you for beating me. Alright, buddy. And 1 last trainer. For some reason, I thought I read there were 5, but there's only 4. Okay, I'm not complaining. I've had enough trainers for the day. Ah, this mountain air is delicious. That cleared my head. The battle or the air? I feel bloated on mountain air. Okay, that's a true hiker right there. Half those hikers in rock tunnels sucked at their jobs at hiking. Well, I want to show you the end result here. I mean, we did pretty well. That was honestly really easy. Easier than I expected. I only used 3 super potions. As a kid, I would have to go out all the way back and heal. You know, once, yeah, usually just once. But I guess we're doing okay with our team of 5 already. I expected David to be a burden in that process, but he's already taken things out in 1 hit. Oh, okay, only 1 time. But still, that was without a crit, so he's on the right track. Alright, well, I will bid you adieu after I tell you that that took us 1 hour to get through Rock Tunnel and the rest of Route 10. And yes, I know I'm alternating between route and route. But let's step into our next town. Lavender Town. I will see you guys next time. I'm LP Master 6.